Good day to you, Nompu. Of course, we are on the north of Johannesburg. This is Alexandra. We know the story of Alexandra, congested township, shacks almost everywhere. And of course, we have had that particular confirmed case. We also know that 9 people are currently under quarantine after they have been in contact with that particular confirmed case. When we arrived here just a couple of hours ago, Nompu, we saw government officials coming through to one of the hostels, that is Helen Joseph Women's Hostels in Alexandra. The story is the same, is congested as well. And of course, we saw how lack of service delivery there is. Of course, there is water, dirty water flowing in some of the sections at this particular hostel, and we did manage to speak to the Gauteng officials, MEC in this case for human settlements. Leboha Maile is saying that they will do their best actually to try and improve the living conditions of these hostels. But we also saw acting MEC for social development, Panyaza Lesufi, coming through as well to try and distribute soap, because some of the people that we spoke to here, Nompu, are saying that they cannot afford to buy these things. They have to then choose between buying bread and soap, which makes it quite difficult for them to observe these regulations of the lockdown, or even some of the measures that have actually been put in place to really make sure that people are actually clear of COVID-19. But let's bring in the acting MEC for social development, Panyaza Lesufi. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
MEC, you are here as well. I saw you were distributing some of the stuff. Can you just tell us about this intervention and how far is it really going to go?
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I think the basic task is to push back the virus, because if the virus can be amongst these communities, we're going to have a serious disaster. So we're supplementing the work of our colleagues in the Department of Human Settlement and Department of Economic Development. They were doing mass sanitization, giving the sanitizers to the community. We're handing over soap. We're bringing food parcels for people that are staying in the hostels because they are locked in. They might not come out. They might not be in a position to. We are also giving them dignity packs. It involves a soap, a face cloth, toothbrush, toothpaste, roll-on, so that their dignity can be restored as well, because it's not only about food, it's about basic things that people might need as well. So this is why you are here as a department, but most importantly, as the entire Gauteng provincial government.
And of course, speaking to some of the women at this hostel, they are saying that they wish that the government should have been visible even before the COVID-19 outbreak, or even beyond after the COVID-19 outbreak. What is your view on this?
No, I definitely share the frustration. I interacted with them. They say that they want change, that the manner in which government is responding in terms of COVID-19, if this government can respond that way almost every day, or at least a week, they really believe that conditions will be improved. But this is a learning curve for us. I think we need to ensure that the basics are there. I think we underestimated some of the conditions that our people are in, and it's very, very important that we rectify that situation. But the mere fact that we are here, I think is an indication that government is committed to resolve some of these issues.
Can you just give us an update regarding the situation in Pretoria? We know that some of the homeless saying that they do not feel like they are given the necessary care that they had been promised. What is the situation there?
We have, just that the numbers are huge. As I said, some things that we underestimated things, and therefore they're catching up with us. For example, we're working around 15,000 homeless people across the province. The reality is that we've got more than 50,000 of them. So all our facilities could not accommodate them. So what we have done in Tshwane, we have selected Caledonian Stadium as a screening center. They all arrive there, we screen them according to their needs and according to their health status, and then separate them so that we don't encourage infections and other related matters. So where we are now from the Caledonian Stadium, since we started, we've reduced that number from 2,000 to 500, and we're taking them to various sites. All those sites now are functional. We're giving them a temporary shelter. We're giving them daily catering, and then we're also giving them dignity packs.
All right. Thanks so much for your time. That's Panyaza Lesufi, acting MEC for social development in Gauteng. Of course, we know that some of those homeless people, Nompu, will be actually given to their families, as they had been requesting to say that, yes, we are in the street, we are actually fighting in difficult, really, to survive in the streets, and making sure that they are actually given the response that is necessary. Panyaza Lesufi also, I mean, they're also saying that those people will also be taken to rehabilitation centers as they had requested. But for now, we will be actually monitoring the situation here in Alexandra. Some residents saying that they do welcome this intervention by the provincial government.